Hello, baseball fans. King Icky Boo coming to you live from the underground bunker. This is my third video I've done today. Put a lot of effort into them, as I typically do, or try to at least. Try to put a lot of effort. But this is the first one of the day that's going to work, I trust. Because the first two, for some reason, I had the sound muted. So I'm not going to post them, of course. But I did something in the 1968 challenge. I played Game 9 of the Red Sox out of the park baseball, and I had no commentary. It wasn't a very good game anyway. The score was 12-3 for the 1968 Red Sox. They had a 2-0 lead in the first inning off a home run by Carl Yastrzemski, and then Phil Tote hit a 3-run homer in the top of the third, so we thought, oh, wow. Or at least I thought, oh, wow, Phil Tote comes through again. But then the 68 just took over, thanks mostly to Reggie Smith, who had his best game of the series with 2 3-run blasts. And the final score was 1968-12, 1933. So 12-3. So it wasn't much of a game anyway, although there was a lot of home runs, a lot of fireworks, and a lot of interesting plays in the field as well. So unfortunately I can't do it. So that game will never be seen by the public. You just have to trust me. Then I did another video about the 1980 replay, best of the 80s, and I did my first weekly report. I've done many weekly reports in. I still might do that. I can redo that. It's something I can do over again. But I had no sound, so you just had me scrolling around and showing you the news items of the week and things like that. So I might do that again. We'll see if I feel like it. Anyway, I've got, I'm kind of like our godfather, Al. I have many different things going on in the replay world. And one of the things I've been doing is playing the 1960s very slowly. Like 3 years ago, I played the 1960 season, and I got to the World Series and got to Game 5. And then one of the people that just recently watched those World Series, they were done like 3 years ago on YouTube. And I never played Game 5 because I just got disgusted because the Yankees were dominating. It was not like the real 1960 World Series with the Pirates and the Yankees, where it was 7 games. It's 3-1 for the Yankees, and so I just got fed up with that. I don't like seeing Yankees win, and so but then he commented, "Where's Game 5?" And so I might go back to that. I don't know, but I'm in 1961 right now, and I've been plugging away at that, and it's been very interesting because, as you know, 1961 was the year of the M&M boys. Maris and Mantle, and the Yankees ran away with the American League and the World Series that year. But in the replay, it's a lot different story. The Baltimore Orioles, well, it's been all year Detroit has been in first place, and the Yankees just behind, probably 2 games most of the season behind, and Baltimore has been in third place, around 5 games behind. But the Orioles are just doing well. They're rampaging right now, and they've won 4 in a row, and they've gone to the top of the American League. And we are only 2 weeks away from the end of the season. So we're getting close here. The Orioles have matched their real-life win total, and they have 13 games left, and they have a 1.5 game lead over Detroit and a 5-game lead over the Yankees, who are underperforming, and that makes my heart sing. So we have a 3-way tie, well, not a 3-way tie, but a 3-team race. Everybody else is eliminated, including the White Sox, who just got eliminated, even though they won 3 games in a row. So we have a 3-team race. The Yankees probably are going to make a push at the last 2 weeks to get it back into this series. So it could be interesting. And then we also have a 3-team race, or even more maybe, include the Dodgers with 3 games back, a 4-team race in the National League. So we got some really good pennant races going on. So I thought, let's do some pennant races of the 1961 season. So we are going to play a game, and it's not just any game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big, huge game. This is from Tiger Stadium, the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. And we have Whitey Ford, 16-10, going for the Yankees against Don Mossi, 22-8, going for the Tigers. So we're going to play this game tonight. And we'll just click on this. The lineups will be as played. So here's the card of Whitey Ford. He is, in real life, he was 25-4 with a 3.21 ERA. However, in the replay, he's not doing as well. Like I said, he was 16-10. And here's the lineup for your New York Yankees. Leading off and playing second base, Bobby Richardson. And the top two guys, for me being, a guy that has never liked the Yankees, these top two guys are probably my two favorite Yankees of all time. Bobby Richardson, second baseman, even though I'd never seen either one play. I've seen a lot of Bobby Richardson interviews since then, and he's just a classy stand-up guy. He's playing second base, and batting second, the shortstop, Tony Kubek. And that's one thing I talked about in the recent Week 14, 1983 replay. I talk about Tony Kubek. So if I choose to redo that, you'll see why I like Tony Kubek so much. Batting third and playing right field, Roger Maris. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, the catcher, Elston Howard. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Yogi Berra. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Moose Skowron. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Clete Boyer. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Whitey Ford, the chairman of the board. Now the starting lineups for the Detroit Tigers. Second place, Detroit Tigers with a record of 92-54. Leading off and playing shortstop, Chico Fernandez. Batting second, the center fielder, Bill Bruton. Batting third, the right fielder, Al Kaline. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Rocky Colavito. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Norm Cash. Batting sixth, the catcher, Dick Brown. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Jake Wood. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Reno Bertoya. Batting ninth, the most handsome man in the world, the pitcher, Don Mossi. So let's get this game underway. And I turn off the music so I wouldn't get any more flagged by YouTube. So as I did one time, Tessie came on and played like 5 seconds before I turned it off, and maybe 10, and I got flagged for that. So not today, but I'll turn the sound back on because it's nice to have some sound. I guess I could have done the lineups from here. Not much, the pictures are there, much nicer to look at, but oh well. That part of my life is over. Here's Tiger Stadium, and yes, I've been at Tiger Stadium a few times. To visit when the Blue Jays were there. I think in '93 I was there a few times. So yeah, it was. I like the ballpark. Although the first time I got nice box seats and I was treated like a king, treated well. But then I got bleacher seats one time, and they kind of lock you up in a cage. It felt like over here. You can't go anywhere. You can't visit the rest of the ballpark, and that's what I felt. That's my impression anyway. So let's turn on the sound. Sound back on, at least part way. All right, so here's Don Mossi, the most handsome man in the world, versus Bobby Richardson. Huge game here in September of 1961. Oh, one thing I should say. Maris, of course, he hit 61 home runs that year. 61 right here. He has 2 weeks left, and he's not going to get there. He's not even going to get close. He only has 46. I think he hit 2 in the last game. He only had 44 just a game ago. So he's a long way to go. I guess it's possible, in 13 games to hit 15 home runs. I guess it's possible, but that'd be a mammoth undertaking. However, the other man, Mickey Mantle, he already has 62 home runs. He has been incredible this year. 62 home runs, 131. He's been the story of the Yankees. He's been the story of this baseball season with his 62 home runs. There'd be no asterisks. You remember they put an asterisk behind Roger Maris because he hit in his 161st ball game, he hit his 61st home run. Of course, Babe Ruth hit 60 in 154 games. So they put an asterisk saying, it took him longer, so, he doesn't really have the record. They cannot put any asterisks behind Mickey Mantle because he is only at 144 games and he already has 62. He's already broken the record, and then he's going for more. So no asterisks for Mickey Mantle. So let's get this game underway. Mossi, with his record of 2.85 ERA, he is 22-8. He's been amazing for the Tigers this year. So here's the first roll. I still don't hear any sound, so I don't know. Yeah, just having sound issues today. Maybe you're not even hearing me. I don't know. So anyway, Richardson is out and brings up Tony Kubek. He is batting .275 with 6 home runs and 36 RBIs. He gets a good column, but he pops out. So there's 2 away here in the first inning. And that brings up Roger Maris, batting .258. He did not have a great average that year. He was the MVP of the American League, and he only batted .269, although he hit 61 home runs and 141 RBIs, which is understandable. And he really didn't have, these 2 guys, they didn't get him base a whole lot. So that 141 RBIs was pretty amazing. And Mantle only had 120 RBIs because chances are Roger Maris drove in the runs ahead of him. But anyway, here's Roger. 46 home runs, 116 RBIs to face Mossi. Gets the column, but hits 5. And it's a fly out to left field to end the inning. It just feels like a morgue here. Maybe I just don't have the sound up very high, so I can't hear it myself. All right. Here's the Tigers in the bottom of the first. Chico Fernandez batting .273 with 6 home runs, 49 RBIs. I don't know really why they don't put Jake Wood. Oh, Jake Wood, he'd probably be a better leadoff hitter. He's got 33 stolen bases. He probably has better on base than Chico Fernandez, so I don't know why they don't put him higher. Seems like one of the best leadoff hitters in the game he would be in 1961. But anyway, Chico gets 57. That's a possible rare play, depending on this roll. If it's an even roll, he has a chance of beating out an infield hit. And if it's 1, it's a possible foul out. And if it's 3 or 5, it's a rare play. And it's a 5, so let's see what kind of rare play we get. 3-1. Batter strikes out on a sharp breaking ball. Roll 1 die against the catcher's pass ball rating. So the ball possibly can get away from Elston Howard if we roll 3 or higher. And we do, so he strikes out and he reaches on the pass ball. So not a good start for Elston Howard. Here's Billy Bruton. And he's batting .260 with 10 home runs and 40 RBIs. And he looks like a pretty good hit and run man. Fernandez is a 4-runner. So we possibly could bunt here. He has some double play. I'm trying. There's no double play here. There's a couple double play. We'll just swing away. It's early in the ball game. And he hits a lot of good columns here, but odd column. If you throw an odd on the good 6, the 6 is the power column. If you roll an odd number, chances are you're going to be out. You're going to avoid the good stuff. The good stuff is on even from a batter's perspective. The only one is typically the top one that often has something good for the hitter. But it's a 3, so it's just a pop out to second base. So I always treat that as he got, Ford hung one, but Bruton missed it. Here's Al Kaline. He doesn't miss many. And you see, here's a chance, what I'm talking about. The top one on the 6 here is, that's 57 is a base hit possible double. But here comes Kaline. He is batting .326 with 15 home runs and 100 RBIs. Did he have 100 RBIs in 1961? No, he only had 82. So he's doing better than real, although his slash numbers are pretty much the same. This game is very accurate. You know, the variations you see would be in like RBIs and home runs and things like that. But the slash lines tend to be very accurate. Tend, I say. Anyway, here's Kaline with a man on. The pitch to Kaline. He hits this. This is the injury possibility, although we're not playing as played, so there's no injuries. And he probably has enough at-bats to not get injured anyway, but he advances the runner to second base on the ground out. So a little dribbler. The Kubek makes the play, and Fernandez goes to second for Rocky Colavito. 294. 43 home runs, 134 RBIs. When he got traded from Cleveland in end of the 1959 season, that the curse of Rocky Colavito, in 1960 wasn't a great year for him, but 1961 he bounced back into great form, hitting 45 home runs for the Tigers that year, and he's almost equaled that in the replay. He's got 2 weeks to go. He should be able to equal these numbers. His average is pretty close. His slugging, see, it's very accurate, very close, and but he should exceed his power numbers. So Whitey Ford bearing down here with 2 out here in the first inning. Pitch to Colavito. It's a fielding. So Skowron is a good fielder. So sometimes if it's a 4 fielder, we could have a possible base hit, but not in this case. The inning's just over. So after 1 inning, we're scoreless. And here comes the Mick. 62 home runs, 131 RBIs, batting .350. What did he hit in real life? .317. So here's one case where he's exceeding. When you think he has that many home runs, probably his batting average is going to be higher too. So Mossi is afraid on the mound. The left-hander pitching to the right-handed Mickey Mantle. He is equal in power, both right-handed and left-handed in 1961. Here's the pitch. And he flies out the center field. Bruton makes the play, 1 away. Brings up Elston Howard. Elston Howard had one of his great seasons. I think 1963 was his best season, but this one challenges great. He's great in the field, a 5, which is the best rating for a catcher, and he batted .348, .387, .549, and here in the replay he's batting .377. So he's having an outstanding year. He gets a fielding role. Goes to Chico Fernandez, makes an easy play for 2 out here in the second inning. And that's Yogi Berra batting .241. 14 home runs, 45 RBIs to face the left-hander. But he's a very balanced hitter, lefty and righty. Here's the pitch. Gets the 1 column, which is usually not great for the hitter. And another pop out to Wood to end the inning. So after 1.5, we're still scoreless. Here's Norm Cash, the story of the Tigers in 1961. I think later he revealed he played with a corked bat. I don't know if I think this is the year that he said that. But he's batting .397. He's going for 400. So I guess in a way you could say he is also the talk of the season so far as he tries to get to 400. He has 47. Usually when you bat 400, you have these kind of power numbers. 47 home runs, 129 RBIs for Stormin' Norman Cash. He struggles, though, against left-handers. But he gets a base on balls. But he has the E, which means he has to try to steal. There's no going back. He must try to steal against Elston Howard. This is not good. If we roll a 2, a 4, and a 7, we'll be very good. But pretty much everything else, well, let's hope for a 3 or 8. Those are okay because we have an error possibility on the pitcher. And he's a 23. So there's 5 of these things that are good. Yellow is bad. No, 12 would be good because he's not a pat. We've seen Elston Howard has a 2 for pass balls. So a 12 would be good. So let me rephrase that. A 2 is good, a 3 is good, 4 is good, 5 is very bad, 6 is very bad, 7 is good, very good, 8 is good, 9 is very bad, 10 is very bad, 11. So 50-50, let's go. You hit the POE, so it's a possible error. 23. Error. And Cash advances. So we have a man on second with nobody out. On the error by Whitey Ford. There's Dick Brown. 240 hitter. 295 on base. 11 home runs. 40 RBIs. He plays mostly against left-handed pitching, which is, of course, the way that Whitey Ford throws. Here's the pitch, and he has lots of double play. So that was a huge play because there was no double play possibility here. Here's the pitch to Brown. He hits it out of here. Hits home run number 12 on the season. Or is it 11? Let's tell us in a second. Number 12. Yes, I was right. Don't second guess myself. He hits it out. Dick Brown hits a home run. And the Tigers go up 2-0 here in the second inning. Here's Jake Wood, the guy I say that should be the leadoff hitter. He's batting .277 with .336 on base, 9 home runs, 59 RBIs. And as we saw before, 33 stolen bases, which was, to get over 30 stolen bases. This is before Maury Wills. Maury Wills would break out with the great stolen base season next year. But in 1961, there weren't that many stolen bases. I'm pretty sure he leads the American League in that category. Anyway, here he comes. He's a full-time second baseman for the Tigers, and he strikes out there. Second out here in this inning. Brings up Reno Bertoya. Part-time player for the Tigers, .213 batting average. .314 on base. He has no home runs and 22 RBIs. Here's the pitch. This would be an error because he's only got 270 at bats, but because we not error. I'm talking about injuries. No injury. And here's Mossi. Mossi comes to the plate happy because all of a sudden he has a 2-run lead. He's only a .090 batting average. I've never seen a human being with bigger ears than Don Mossi. And he gets a base hit. And he was almost home run. If he would have rolled a 6.66, it would have been a home run. It was 6.65, so he just gets on a base hit. Brings up Chico Fernandez. He struck out first time up. Whitey Ford is struggling today. And he pops out to second base to end the inning. But the damage is done. 2-0 Tigers after 2. Here's Moose Scourin. 19 home runs, 72 RBIs, batting .253. Let's see how he compares to real life. Quite a bit lower. One of the factors why the Yankees are underperforming is Moose Scourin and Roger Maris. Certainly not Mickey Mantle. Certainly not Elston Howard. Here's the pitch to Moose, and he strikes out. Second out of the inning. Clete Boyer. He's batting .214. He has 7 home runs, 35 RBIs. One thing I notice, it's not this way today, but back in before Schmidt, the third base position was more of a defensive position. You had better hitters at second base than you had at third base. Today that's reversed. You see quite a few good power second basemen these days, but third base is considered a power position, but it wasn't that way before. You wanted a good defender. Of course, the Tigers don't have one here with .311. That's pretty bad. We'll have to substitute him if we have this lead late in the game. Anyway, here's Boyer with one out here in the third. He has a possible hit here. Looping line drive to left field. Colavito is above average fielder, but let's see. So it's a 50-50 chance. We roll 1, 2, 3. He catches the ball. 4, 5, 6. It goes for a hit. And he makes the play. Good roll for Rocky Colavito. Nice play to save the base hit. Brings up Whitey Ford. He's a 177 hitter, although he's batting 129 in the replay. And he had a good walk number, but Mossi doesn't walk anybody. So it's the end of the inning. After 2.5, still 2-0. Here's Billy Bruton to lead off the third inning. 1-1. Gets a base hit to Yogi Berra. Possible error. 52. And he makes the play. No error, but gets the base hit. And he's a 5-runner. So as fast as you can get on the bases for Al Kaline. He grounded out to short last time. Here's the pitch to Kaline. Almost a hit. But it's just a line out to Berra for the first out of the inning. And brings up Rocky Colavito. He grounded to Skowron first time up. Here's the pitch to Colavito. It's a base on balls. 2 men on, and this is the 20, which means we have a possible wild pitch. Wild pitch or pass ball. Here's the roll for wild pitch. His wild pitch is a 2, so higher than a 2, we're going to have second and third with 1 out. And we do. A wild pitch by Whitey Ford, and the runners advance. Bruton to third, Colavito to second for Norman Cash. You can see great disparaging between left and right. The left column is his numbers against left-handed pitching. 16s are just high fly balls deep. So he has 3 of those, although they will in this case score Bruton on a sac fly. But against right-handers, 9 is a possible home run. 8's a possible home run. This one's a certain double. This one's a possible home run. And this one's a possible home run. So a lot of home runs on his card. Here's the pitch to Norman Cash. This will drive in a run as ground ball. Another slow ground ball fielded by Kubek. Throws the first for the out, but the run scores. And it's 3-0 now. Here's Dick Brown, the hero. He had a 2-run homer last time. And not this time, just the easy play to Moose for the end of the inning. So after 3 innings, it's 3-0 Tigers. Here's Bobby Richardson to lead off the 4th inning. Richardson gets the hitting column, but he has a short fly. You have to add up to 7 to get a hit, and he only added up to 5, so it was a fly ball to center field. Here's Tony Kubek. He is popped out to the third baseman, Bertoya, last time. And he has a possible hit. If he would have had a 3, it would have been a double, but it's a 2, so it is a fly ball line out to left field. 2 away for Roger Maris. And it's a high fly ball to right field, but Kaline makes the play, and that's the end of the Yankee 4th inning, and they don't have a hit yet. Mossi is mowing them down. They're mesmerized by Mr. Mossi on the mound. Here is Jake Wood to lead off the 4th inning against Whitey Ford. Gets a favorable fielding role, and it's easy play for Tony Kubek. 1 away for Bertoya. He grounded to the pitcher first time up. And we have a possible error to Bobby Richardson, but I'm sure he's a very good fielder. Yeah, 52. And he makes the play easily for the second out. And Mossi, he singled last time, almost singled again, but he struck out this time to end the inning. So after 4, it's still 3-0. Go to the 5th. Mickey Mantle up. He flied out to center first time up. And here's a possible error for Chico Fernandez. So this is not only the end of this would be the end of the perfect game. He's throwing a perfect game so far here. I don't think there was a double play. Was it perfect? I'll have to check. Well, it'll be moot if he doesn't roll 30. Yeah, it's an error. So we don't have a perfect game for sure anymore as Mantle reaches on the error with nobody out. But did he walk anybody? Nope. So it was perfect. But no longer, as Bertoya or Fernandez makes the error. So Elston Howard is up. I don't think he's going to bunt. He's a 4-bunter, and he has a .348 batting average. So we'll play infield halfway. Here's the roll. It's a possible hit. The no-hitter could be over here if we roll a 5 or a 6. Here's the roll. 2. So Kaline makes the play. Always been a great outfielder, Al Kaline makes the play, and that's 1 out here in the 5th inning. Still the no-hitter is going. Mantle on first on the error. Here's Yogi. Popped out last time up, and the no-hitter is over. An infield single for Yogi Berra. And there's 2 men on. 1 out here in the 5th for Bill Skowron. And we have a possible wild pitch. Don Mossi's wild pitch rating's 5, so it's less likely that he throws a wild pitch. And Brown is a 50-50 chance of a pass ball. It is a possible wild pitch. We have to roll a 6 for there to be a wild pitch. And it's a 1. So no wild pitch. Mossi says, no, I don't throw those things. So it's still first and second, 1 out. No hitter gone. Scouring up. Struck out last time. Ooh, close to a possible home run, but instead he strikes out. That is strikeout number 2 for Mossi. Brings up Cleet Boyer. Much less of a threat with the bat. Here's the pitch. And it's a strikeout number 3 by Mossi, and the inning is over. So after 4.5, it's still 3-0 Tigers. Here's Chico Fernandez, the man who made the error last time up. And he gets another hit, an infield single with a possible error. Who's the catcher is the one. And his fielding is 51. And he doesn't throw it away. And it's an early hook base runner for Whitey Ford. So he could get tired in this inning. Even though he still has 10 plate appearances left, he could be tired on the early tired rule. Here's Bruton. So what it is, if we get another base runner, there has to be a check, and then he could possibly be tired for the rest of the inning. We'll see if I'll let you know. So he's going to get on here with a walk. So we have the early hook rule. So he's temporarily on B grades until an early hook check is made. So we go by the B grades now, which are, they're going to pull him. And they're going to bring in Hal Reniff because they know that it is a big ball game. He can't afford to give up any more runs. So Hal Reniff, he is 8-1 with a 3.04 ERA. He walks just about everybody, but he gives up very few hits. And he's going to face Kaline. And because of the internal, you're in the middle of the inning, you bring in a right-hander against a right-hander, you get to pick which column you want to see. He picked the 3 column. That means all the results. If it's a 3, it will be just a 1, and 1 is not a base hit on any of these except possibly 57. So it's a good call by the AI to try to nullify Al Kaline. Here's the pitch. And he hits a fly ball to left field, but it's caught by Berra. 2 away. And now it goes back. So he's very good anyway. He doesn't give up many hits. But might as well do that if you're going to use the rule to your advantage. And the AI did that. AI is smart in this game. Here's Rocky Colavito. Now look at this. So he rolled a 6. So that normally is in this column. However, because he is a very much a ground ball pitcher, because it was a 1, it says F here. Instead of the column 6, it goes to column 4. And that's what happened here. So instead of a high fly ball, or this is probably a strikeout, I guess, on 36. Instead of a strikeout, we have a inning-ending double play. So Hal Reniff, that was a great call by the AI bringing in Reniff, and he really shut down this potential Tiger rally. But now he's up to lead off the 6th inning. Will they keep him in the ball game, or will they let him stay? No, they're taking him out and bringing in Bob Serve. Bob Serve is .214 hitter with 10 home runs, 36 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Serve. And he gets a home run. Pinch hit home run for Bob Serve. And the Yankees are back in this game. It's 3-1. So AI is coming up smelling like roses in this game. Mossi, his spider senses are tingling as he senses some danger here as we get to the top of the order. The Yankees have some momentum in this must-win game for the Yankees. Here's Richardson. He is 0 for 2 flyouts. And it's a fly ball to Kaline. He's the best fielder we have in the outfield. So we have to roll, if we roll a 5 or 6, it's a base hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 is an out. It's a base hit. Kaline doesn't get to that ball, and it's a base hit with nobody out, and the Yankees are stirring after the home run by Serve. Now they get the Richardsons on, and here's Kubek. He's popped out and lined out. And this time it's a foul out to third base. Bertoya makes the play. First out of the inning, but the M&M boys are coming up. Here's Maris. He is 0 for 2. He's flied out twice. And it's a 5 possible walk, but he's so good at not giving up walks. It was a forced play at second base, and there's 2 out for Mickey Mantle. With one swing of the bat, he could tie this ball game. Here's the pitch to Mickey Mantle. It is a 18-3. We have a possible infield single. Bertoya comes in. If he rolls 2 to 5, it's a base hit. If it's 1 to 6, he's out. It's a 1. He is out of the inning. So Mossi wiggles out of this inning, and it's with only 1 run. He sees that as a victory, and it's still 3-1 after 5.5. And bring in Bud Daly to face Norm Cash. Very good AI move there to have Norm Cash face a lefty. Here's Bud Daly. His record is 8-12 with a 3.79 ERA. And that's going to be easy play for Muscaurin. 1 away here in the 6th. Brings up Dick Brown, the hero of the game for the Tigers. He had a 2-run home run. And not this time. Easy ground ball to Clete Boyer for the 2nd out. And here's Jake Wood. He is 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. And this time he's going to fly out to center field to end the inning. So after 6 complete, we're still 3-1 Detroit. Mossi still has 6 batters face until he gets a hook check. Here's Elston Howard. He is grounded to short and flied out to right. And we have another high fly ball to left field. Unless we roll a 1, this is going to be gone. It's a 6. It stands, and Elston Howard hits the 2nd home run of the game for the Yankees, and it's 3-2. Mossi has given up leadoff homers in the last 2 innings. Here's Yogi Berra. He's 1 for 2 with a pop out and a single. And it's a ground ball to Jake Wood. He makes the play for the first out of the inning. 1 away. Here's Muscaurin. He struck out twice. Make that 3 times. The hat trick for Muscaurin. 3 strikeouts. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Clete Boyer. He gets a 6-6. This is a 3rd 6-6, although he's not a power hitter, so it's a guaranteed base hit for Clete Boyer. And that brings up the pitcher. Let's see if they keep him in the ball game. I doubt it. So he's not a very good hitter either, so they're probably going to take him out. No, they leave him in the game. I guess they're running out of pitchers. So it's the end of the inning. Easy play for Norm Cash. So after 6.5, it's now 3-2 Detroit. Here's Bertoya. This would be his last at bat, as we're going to see who we can bring in for a fielder. Hasn't cost us yet. But he flies out to center field, 1 away here in the 7th. And now they're going to bring in a pinch. I guess they want this lefty-lefty matchup. So Mossi, he's still got 1 left, and he's going to face Richardson. We got left-handers coming up, so yeah, we're going to leave him in. He strikes out. 2 away here in the 7th, and it's Chico Fernandez. He struck out, popped out, and singled and made an error. And he's going to strike out here easily to end the inning. So after 7, it's 3-2. Can't get much closer. Here's Bobby Richardson. He's 1 for 3. He singled last time up. And he's going to have a rare play possibility. Let's see what the roll is. It's a 4, so it's a possible infield hit. If he rolls 4 or less, he's safe. And he is. He gets on for the 2nd time. And it's now boost check. Okay, so he's 4-1, so he gets the boost roll. So he gets 6 more batters. So that's very important to face Roger Maris with a left-handed pitcher. Here's Kubek. He might bunt. So we'll bring corners in. Let's see what they do. He's bunting. It's right to Mossi. And it's a fielder's choice. Nice play by Mossi. So that's a first out, and Kubek's on first to face Roger Maris. It's not foolproof to put a left-hander because the splits, 59, those are possible doubles. So it's not foolproof just because we're bringing a left-hander that we're going to avoid a big hit here. But he's 0 for 3 today. And we have a possible double play. Let's see what the roll is. It is a 5. So unless we roll a 6, we have the inning-ending double play. And we do. We roll a 3. The inning is over. After 7.5, we're still 3-2 Tigers. And here's Al Downing to face Billy Brute. Oh, we're going to bring in... Oh, yeah, we were talking about that last time. We'll do it in the 9th. Let's remember to bring in a third baseman. Here's Bruton. That's an easy play to Boyer. 1 away. And here is Kaline. He is 0 for 3 today. Not up to his usual standards. Boy, Downing doesn't give up many hits. But yet he has an 8 ERA. And it's a fly ball. So the second out of the inning. And brings up Rocky Colavito. He's 0 for 3, and he hit into a ground ball double play last time up. And he's going to strike out. So the Tigers, they had a lot of offense in the first 3 innings, but nothing since. And now here's when in the 9th inning, we have to face Mickey Mantle to lead off, and he's had home runs twice in this game on the leadoff hitter. So that's not good. So let's see what we can do. He's 0 for 3, though he reached on an error. And he strikes out. Strikes out Mickey Mantle. And brings up Elston Howard. He's homered today. His 26th of the season. And he gets a fly ball to center field for the second out. Down to their last out are the New York Yankees. And here's Yogi Berra. 1 for 3. Popped out. Singled and grounded out. Here's the pitch to Yogi Berra. And it's a fly ball to right field to end the game. Don Mossi goes all the way. He is the man of the game. His 23rd win of the season. Whitey Ford, his record drops to 16-11. Here's the box score. The Tigers win 3-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. The New York Yankees, 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Home runs hit by Brown. Brown of Detroit had a 2-run homer in the second inning. And the Yankees had 2 home runs. One by Bob Serve. Bob Serve hit a home run, his 11th, leading on a pinch hit home run to lead off the 6th inning. And Elston Howard had his 26th home run to lead off the 7th inning. That's all the Yankees would get. So that is the ball game. That's only game 1 of a double header today, though. As Detroit wins 3-2, and now Daly, who pitched in the first game, now he's going to start the second game against Ron Klein, who just came over from Los Angeles Angels and has a sparkling record of 2-11. 2-11. They're going to start him in a pennant race. That's no good. But in real, he was 8-9. With his ERA was, where's his ERA? You don't see that here. His real ERA was 4.14, but here it is, 4.14. But his replay was 2-11 and 6.59. No wonder why the Angels got rid of him. Why did the Detroit Tigers pick him up? I guess they were desperate for extra pitching. But anyway, that's our game from the pennant race from 1961. The final score, once again, the Detroit Tigers 3 and the New York Yankees 2. This is King Ikibu signing off from Tiger Stadium. It was a great game. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, everybody. Goodbye.